Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Make Jesus Personal. Well, today I wanted to share with you that I have been reading through one of the epistles in the New Testament, First John. And the Apostle John that wrote the Gospel of John, which is the fourth book of the New Testament, it's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That same John, there's a lot of Johns in the Bible, so it gets a little confusing, but that John who wrote the gospel also wrote 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, and also wrote the book of Revelation. So I just happened to finish reading the book of John, the Gospel of John, and now I'm planning to read 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. So I'm on 1st John now. With all that said, one of the things that struck me that I read in the last day or two was that when a person gets wooed by God's Spirit, that's how I'm going to refer to it as. It's like we don't really know that we need a Savior until God woos us with His Spirit. In other words, He starts working in our hearts and in our lives and humbles us and gets us to the point of recognizing Him. Because when we come into this world, we're fallen, we're sinful, we are all about rejecting God. We don't want anything really to do with Him. We might pray and we might ask Him for things when we need help, but that's about the extent of it. It's God's doing when we come to know Him. And when we put our faith in Jesus as our Savior, that's all God's doing. And when that does happen, though, God says that He anoints us with His Spirit, which means that He pours His Spirit into us. God's Spirit comes to indwell followers of Jesus. It says that you could take a look at 1 John chapter 2 specifically. And I want to bring that up to you because my personality and nature, I was just talking to my husband about that yesterday, is to be very determined, self-willed. Actually, we were talking about it last night and today, but that I want to live my life the way I want to live it, in the way I want to, in the timing that I want to. I want to get things done. I want to fight my battles. I want to solve my problems, and I want to get things done. I love to accomplish things. I'm like an achiever, and God doesn't want us like that all the time because it puts too much burden on us. That's not the burdens that we should carry ourselves. He says that He will carry our burdens. And God's Spirit lives in me because I have put my faith in Jesus as my Savior. So it's like God pours His Spirit into me. Now I'm filled with His power that lives in me, but I have to realize and recognize and acknowledge that power in me. And that when I have an obstacle come up, or I have a problem that I need to solve, or I have a battle that I need to fight, I don't need to do it. I can relinquish that, all my control, over to the Lord and say, Lord, You are the one who fights my battles, and I just need to be still in You. And matter of fact, take a look at this. This right here has Psalm 46. Actually, here, wait, let me see if I can get it. No, you probably can't really see it. Psalm 46:10. And it's about be still and know that I'm God. It's a picture I have up on my wall. And I have it actually in a couple places in my house. Why? Because I need to be reminded to be still and know that God is God. I'm not God. And just because His Spirit lives in me doesn't mean that I have the power to do what only God can do. A lot of times, though, He works through us with His supernatural power so that we have what we need every day. But we have to relinquish control to Him, rely on Him, rest in Him, and know that He's in charge. He's always in control, and He's always working what's best for us. So that's what I wanted to leave you with today, that to make Jesus personal, first of all, acknowledge Him as your Lord and Savior so that you can be filled with His Spirit, and then you have everything you need to live this life, everything. That He says that, yes, actually, I was just reminded of that verse as well, that John 10, verse 10 in the Gospel of John, it says that the thief comes only to kill, steal, and destroy, but I have come that they may have life to the full. That was Jesus saying that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He just wants to deceive us and just tear us apart, help us, and cause us not to be successful. But Jesus came to give us life to the full. Are you living a full, abundant, amazing life through Jesus? Doesn't mean everything's perfect. Every day I struggle with stuff. but I'm living the abundant life that Jesus died to give me. And I want you to too. All right, so I hope this encourages you today. I want to ask that if this channel is encouraging you, please subscribe to it and please like it and also share it with others that might feel like would be a blessing to them as well. All right, so stay tuned for more. I've got more stuff coming up, and my online store is getting ready to open too. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful, blessed day.